Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Listen, let's get straight to it. The cost of living, guys, is getting way out of hand. And recently I'd seen something that was so interesting and so entertaining, but at the same time so depressing. And it was a chart I'm going to show you guys, which is the cost of living in 1985. Oh man, I want to cry when I see this. Okay, so first of all, guys, check this out. Look how much it costs for a new house. $84,300. $84,300 for a new house in 1985. First of all, come on, man. That's amazing. Some people right now are paying more in rent within 3 to 4 years. That amount of money. They could buy a house right now with the amount of money people are paying in rent for 3 or 4 years back in 1985. And I will say this, right? This shows you how building wealth back in the days compared to now is completely different. Because my parents came from Cuba and they lived in Jersey and they bought their house, guys. They bought their house for $30,000, okay, in Union City, New Jersey. Today, that house is worth $600,000. We left Jersey in the year 2000 and they sold the house for nearly $300,000. You see, that was the path for people to build wealth back in the days, because my parents, they didn't put money in the 401k, they didn't know anything about investing, none of that. Wealth was built back in the days from having that strategy of living up north, a high cost living area, selling the house, and coming down to Florida. But for people who live in Florida, you already know the deal. Living in Florida now, following that path, is a hell no. Florida right now is extremely expensive when it comes to homes. Now check out the average income. Oh my Lord. The average income is $23,620 compared to now where the average income is $36,000. Now that is crazy. You would expect now the average income to be double, but it's not. Hence why people right now are struggling so much with cost of living being so high, inflation being so high, but the wages are not increasing. It's right there, guys. Right? As I seen recently, it was saying the average salary someone makes now in 2025 is around $36,000, $34,000. This is only a $13,000 difference. That's it. And with everything being as high as it is, it explains why most people right now in society are struggling. Now let's check it out. Minimum wage is $3.35. Now, that did go up quite a bit, right? Even back in days, man, that was super duper low. Now it's like around $7.50, still low, but some places right now are pushing to get up to $15 an hour. And we already know how that goes, man. As soon as minimum wage starts increasing, everything else around us start increasing. Because the more money we have, the more we're able to buy. So, of course, people are going to start jacking up prices. Man, I'm cringing watching this. The average rent was $432 per month. Listen, I've owned a home for 3 years, right? And prior to that, when I was renting, I was spending $2,000 a month. There's people right now who's spending $3,000 a month on rent. $432 per month on rent. I mean, damn. Just damn. With the average salary being $23,000, with that cheap of a rent, no wonder why. Because back in my days, we were able to graduate high school, and the first thing we did was just get an apartment. How many roommates? None. We were able to get an apartment on our own back in the days, man. Listen, I'm only 43 years old, so when I say back in the days, I don't mean way back. I'm talking about in 1999-ish, 2000. A lot of my friends, they used to get a regular job while they're going to college, or some just go ahead and start working in a warehouse or any little job, and they lived on their own. They had their own place, their own car, they paid their own bills, all on their own. And it's crazy to think about this. That was 25 years ago that was a viable option. Now, currently now, hell no. People now are just staying in their parents' house, trying to build up wealth before they take that leap, because it's extremely expensive now to live on your own. It's damn near impossible. You need like a dual income household nowadays to live on your own. Straight up. Because right now, if you live on your own, depending on where you live, obviously with the high cost of living, your whatever money you're making, say if it's the average man, which is the average what they're saying, $36,000, all your money is going pretty much to rent. And if you try to go to school and you have student loans, forget about it. Let's keep on going. This is just nuts. Speaking of school, college tuition was $4,560. $4,560, which makes sense to why so many people back in days was able to get a part-time job, go to school full-time, and with that part-time job was able to pay for the tuition. $4,560, man. Today, that is damn near like half, okay, of a semester right now, with everything being extremely high. And that's not even accounting the books, how expensive books are. Everything is super expensive right now. $4,560 to go to school, man. And you know what? The education, right, is not that different. Education is education. It's just knowledge. Technology changed, I get it, for AI and stuff like that. But just education itself shouldn't go up 5-6 times the cost. And the reason why, we all know why, is people don't go to school just to learn and educate themselves. They want to be entertained. They want that crazy experience, you know, living like in a resort as if they're going like, I don't know, man. To me, it's cheaper. If you want that experience, right, to pay so much money going to school, you might as well take a European trip, enjoy life, and then come back, then go to school, because it's cheaper. Rather than going to college just for the experience. Because it's super duper expensive right now. I mean, listen, I live in Florida, and they're making UCF, the school I went to, Go Knights, they're making that school seem like you're on like a resort. Like if you're in Disney World on like campus. It's pure insanity, man. Pure insanity. A new car, $7,683. That was still a lot back in the days. That was still a lot, but damn near not the way it is now, like $23,000, $24,000 for a new car. And we're seeing how it is now, with people now paying $600, $800, $1,000, $300. I saw someone pay $1,000, actually $600 for paying for 2 cars in their household. Like, insane. New cars as well. Right now, we're knowing that the number one wealth killer is cars. Cars are destroying people. And back in the days, guys, because when I was able to get my first car, I remember my dad got me a Toyota Corolla, 1996, $5,000 for that car. That car, guys, he just got rid of it. He just got rid of it a few years ago. That car lasted 20-something years. I used it. My brother used it to go to college. Then I got it back. Then my other brother used it. Then it became the car just to drive around town. That car has been around for so long. It didn't even break down. We actually got rid of it. My dad traded it for another Toyota Corolla because, man, as we all know, Toyota Corollas are the best. That was the best $5,000 investment my dad probably made ever in his life. Nowadays, with these cars, they're dying out so damn fast and they're not worth it. Let me keep on going. A gallon of milk was $2.20 per gallon. Milk is always freaking expensive. Freaking back in days, I always remembered milk being expensive. To me, now it's what, damn near $4 a gallon? But I always felt like milk was expensive. So it shows even back in days, milk was expensive as well. Here goes the one that people love. Eggs. 85 cents a dozen. 85 cents a dozen. I used to eat so many eggs growing up, and that makes sense. That was a huge staple in my house. That was the main source of protein, was eggs. Of course, chicken too, but was the eggs. Eggs was our main source of protein. Eggs was on every damn thing. Guys, for lunch, I'm Cuban. Might be a Cuban thing, or might be other cultures out there who do the same thing. Drop a comment down below, let me know. I used to eat rice and eggs every single day, right? From the age of like 5 all the way to the age of like 16. Every single day, rice and eggs for lunch, period. My grandma made me some rice and eggs. I would eat it. When I was younger, she said you couldn't go out and play until you eat it. That's what I ate. There's times I had nothing to eat in the house, rice and eggs. That's all I ate. Hands down, the best meal. Gave me muscles. The muscles I probably have now was because of all the damn eggs I ate back in the days. But nowadays, hell no. Eggs right now, what? It's like $8, $9, like a dozen. And it seems like it's not going to go down for a long damn time with the tariffs and everything else. I miss you, eggs. I really miss you. A loaf of bread was 68 cents. Okay. A loaf of bread now is like $2. 68 cents is real cheap. Now, I was lucky where I lived in Jersey that had a a bread factory, and you're able to walk right in, like a little counter. You could walk right in, and you could buy fresh bread, and it was dirt cheap. It was like 5 cents for like a little, that's a loaf you want to call it, like a little loaf. It was like 5 cents. I had it made. That was the most fresh bread. I miss it. I really miss it. That was hell of an experience, especially in the summertime. Not in the summertime, the wintertime when it was really hot. Go out there, get that bread. And that was another staple, man. When you are hungry, you just buy a loaf of bread, poof, you're good to go. Nowadays, man, a loaf of bread is like, what, $3? You might as well get yourself a McChicken sandwich at McDonald's, man. Because back in days, I ate bread because I couldn't get McDonald's. Back in the days, it was a luxury. It was expensive. Now, you might as well go to McDonald's, man, and get yourself something on the value menu, which even that right now is getting ridiculously expensive. A movie ticket was $3.55 right now. We know it's pure insanity right now. It's like $12, $13. Movie tickets are always expensive. But back in the days, we used to sneak in. Come on now. We ain't paid $3.55. And gas, $1.12 per gallon. And we all know how much it is now for gas. I mean, it's extremely high for the price of gas. Guys, this comes to show you that everyone is knocking this generation, saying we're complainers, we're whiners. You know, we're just lazy. We're not whiners. We're not lazy. Facts are facts. The wages are not going up. CEOs are getting those fat ass bonuses. We're getting nothing. I invest. Right? I invest in the 401k, right? In the index funds, ETFs. That's my thing. I invest. I'm making out pretty well because of that. But I'm not selling anything. That's for my future. That's for times when I hit financial freedom and I have to live off that. So I'm benefiting from these companies, unfortunately, raising prices, and I'm benefiting from these companies doing great. But my day-to-day living is just extremely expensive. Extremely expensive. And these jobs are not giving you any raise increases. I mean, I saw one time, I don't say I saw one time, I experienced some, I can't really say this, but let's just say I read an article and it said the average raises people are getting is 1% to 2%. And that, my friends, seems to be the obvious. That some places are getting no raises at all. So with everything being so expensive, it's like, man, we're all reaching a breaking point. And to me, guys, this is how I approach it, okay? Because I consider myself a hustler. Now is no time to sit back and just rely on 9 to 5 to just take care of your financial needs. Now you got to go out yourself and you got to keep on trying some business ventures, trying things out to see what hits. Because a 9 to 5 now, guys, is not going to cut it, right? Having your own side hustle and your own business, that's going to be your new 9 to 5. Your new 9 to 5 and your new source of income that could give you some wealth in your life is going to be you starting your own hustle, your own business. Hands down. There's going to be no other way, guys, for people to survive during these times just relying on 9 to 5. They have some excuses to why they're not giving these raises, but the stock prices are going up. People are making so much money. Stockholders are really happy, but the workers, they're not. And that just shows you back in the days, it was okay, right? I mean, it was okay to live off of $23,000 a year. You're able to get by. You're able to have dignity, right? Pride in having your own shit, having your own car, having your own place. But that's not the way things are now. Now, a lot of people are just embarrassed because they're living with their parents, which, if you ask me, don't be embarrassed. I'd rather people do that than be broke and struggling, right? Trying to just act like you're responsible and you could do things how people did back in the days, because unfortunately that's like the motto, right? Living on your own. People think that you could do that now. You can't, man. It's really hard, and you just gotta do what you gotta do, right? You gotta hustle, maintain balance in your life. But eventually, guys, it will get better, but only if you control that. You have to be the one to control your financial future. You have to do the things that you have to do to make your life better. You have to understand keeping up with the Joneses is that everyone is broke, and trying to keep up with that is going to get you nowhere. So, yeah, 1985 was a good year. 2025 is hard as shit. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. Thanks for hearing my rant. Hit the like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Catch you guys on my next one. Peace.